this is an Abbey GTS 418. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, we've got the jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker, we've got the gas bottle and the gas bottle tie downs, so you can carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles at any time. And on top of the bottle, you've got your gas on, or gas open, should I say, and gas closed, gas off. And the pipe work that goes into the front of the bottle is a reverse thread fitment, so it needs to be turned the opposite way to a standard fitment to release the gas pipe work. Coming down the side of the caravan, you've got your water pump connection. You need to make sure the pump connection is pushed in, and then you've got your pickup pipe that drops down inside the anchor roll itself. You've also then got your wind down legs. The wind down legs are only there to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. They are not there to lift the caravan. If you lift the caravan with these, it can potentially damage the floor of the caravan. We've then got our heating and hot water flue. You need to make sure this is removed prior to igniting anything on gas inside of the caravan. We'll just get into a habit of removing it when you arrive on site, regardless of whether you're going to use gas or not, just so you know every time you go to use it, it is uncovered and ready to go. We've then got our battery locker next up. Battery in there, quick release connections on top, and just pop these up and the connections will release should you ever need to disconnect them. And then you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan, also for the power on site. In the back there you'll see a red power key, and that is for the motor mover, and when you're here we'll demonstrate that to you also. 2 fridge vents on the side of the van, basically there to allow the fridge system to breathe. Take in some cold air, push out some hot air. Behind one of these there'll also be a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We're going to torque the wheel nuts before the caravan leaves site to the correct manufacturer setting, and then we'll demonstrate the motor mover and show you how that operates. So like I said, the front of the van, you've got your anchor roll with your fresh water going into the van. The 2 pipes that you see down the side here are the waste pipes, and you'll have 2 grey pipes going to these larger diameter holes, and they'll drop down inside your waste master that will sit on the floor below it. The back of the van, you've got your toilet flush tank. You'll open this up and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And on the bottom, you'll have your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the yellow handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The grey neck here turns out 90 degrees so you can tip the waste away. On the back of the cassette, you've got a yellow pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and sputter back at you. The cap here is a measure for pink. Let's put 1 litre of water in this cassette and a cap full of fluid prior to use. Coming to the back of the van, you've got your 2 wind down legs on either side to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. Like I said, you'd never lift the caravan with these legs, it could potentially damage the floor of the van. We've then got our storage locker for underneath the bed at the rear. Wheel and motor mover again, main door for the caravan. Wet storage locker at the front of the van, so if you've got any wet items you can put in there. And you've got a barbecue gas point and the last wind down leg. Coming into the inside of the caravan now. The first thing you need to do when you come into the caravan is turn on the master power switch just here. So once this switch is on, you'll have power to the inside of the caravan. You've then got your internal lighting on the switch just here. You've got your water pump run, which I'll come back to in a moment. Then you've got your battery level voltage on the right hand side here, which will bring this little line up to where the battery level currently is. We'll come once we've got the power turn on up there, we'll come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, and in here you'll find your yellow drain down valve. So it's actually tucked away a little bit on this van, so we're just going to lift these up. So yellow drain down valve is that little yellow valve there next to the water pump. That yellow valve needs to be parallel with the floor as it is at the moment, so you can fill the water system up, and if it's upright towards the bottom of the seat, it will drain all of the water out of the system on board the caravan. So once that yellow valve is parallel with the floor, you'll be able to open every tap up on the hot side of the water system. And with all the taps open on the hot side of the water system, you can then come over to your water pump switch, turn the water pump on, and once the water system is completely full, you'll have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan. Once that system is completely full, you can shut all of the taps back off and you'll be able to start heating the water on board the caravan, and I'll come to that in a moment. Before we do that, I'm just going to show you the main control panels for the caravan, which are in the cupboard just here, because on here we'll also have your water space heater switch and your electric water heater. So you've got your 12 volt fuses up here on the left hand side, and below that you've got your 240 trip switches. If you're ever not sure that you've got power coming to the caravan, hit the test switch. If that test switch doesn't drop down there like it just did, then that means there is no power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. When you're on site, you need to have this top switch on the left hand side here, this black switch, in the down position, so it's pointing to van, which means 12 volt system on board the caravan. And when you're towing down the road, you need to have this switch in the upright position, so it allows you to run your 12 volt systems from the car to the caravan. If you're not using the caravan, you can leave it in the central position and it will isolate the 12 volt supply. Space heater, you'll need this on for the electric heating to work on board the caravan. And if you want to warm the water up on electric, you'll need to have this switch on here. And it's a preset temperature around 35 to 40 degrees of water temperature. If you want to warm the water on gas, you have another control for that on the opposite side of the caravan, which is just here at the bottom that says Ultra Store on it. To ignite the water heater on gas, which I would advise you do if you're showering on board the caravan, even though if you've got electric power supply coming to the caravan, spin this outer grey dial to the flame symbol just here. Green light will appear in the back of the light here, in the back of the switch here, and that is essentially your pilot light. If it fails to ignite, you're going to get a red light appear, which it will do in a moment because the gas is currently turned off. However, wherever the green light is, whatever number is above the green light is the water temperature is going to warm up to. So you've got the option of 30 up to 70 degrees of water temperature. Like I said, you do need to use this to boost the water system while you're showering. But green light is gas is ignited, red light is failed to ignite. To turn off the gas supply, you'll spin this dial back round to the off symbol, and that will isolate the gas supply to the water heater. To operate the 240 electric heating on board the caravan, which comes out this little heater down here, you're going to need to select the power supply that's coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on, so it'll either be 500, 1000 or 2000 watts. The only way you'll know what to select this to is by asking the site office when you arrive on your holiday. You're going to spin the dial round to the correct power source on the side here, then you'll be able to control the temperature of the heater on the dial in the centre, and to turn the heating back off, you'll spin it to the off position just here. If you want to use the heater on gas, you've got the option to run it on gas by spinning this dial here on the right hand side to the gas symbol. Hold down the gas valve, and when it ignites on gas, the pilot light will be in this window at the front. Once it has ignited, you'll slowly release the gas valve, and then you'll be able to control the temperature of the heater on the dial on top. You'll need to hold down this gas valve for 5 to 10 seconds to allow the heater to make sure it has fully ignited, then you'll slowly release the valve. To operate the fridge, you're going to press the power switch on the left hand side here. To operate the fridge, you'll press the power button so the fridge comes on. You can then select the power source you want to use by pressing and holding the grey button. When the symbol starts flashing, you'll be able to select the power source you want. If you want to use 240 mains, you'll then press the grey button, and then it will start flashing the temperature lines on the right hand side. And again, you can control this by using the arrows left to right, and you can set the temperature by hitting the grey button. If you want to use gas, you can select the gas mode by pressing the grey button. If it fails to ignite, it will continue to flash this green light here, and it will also bleep at you to let you know it has failed to ignite on gas. And also the green light that's currently green in here will go red to let you know it has failed. 12 volt mode is when you're towing down the road, so you can select the 12 volt mode. You won't have a temperature control at that point, but what it will do is it will allow you to use the fridge as a cool box as you are travelling, and at that point then you'll be able to keep the beer nice and cold in the fridge. 240 volt mode again we'll go back to, but to turn the fridge off, you'll press and hold the power button and it will isolate the fridge. On the hob itself, you've got an electric ring at the back there, and that will allow you to use 240 on the hob itself, 240 volt mains. If you're not connected to mains, and that electric ring will not work, the same as the microwave on the opposite side of the van, and that works like your standard microwave. Hob, grill, the rest of the hob, grill and oven all work on your gas from the gas bottle in the front. Last thing we're going to go through is the toilet system in the bathroom. To flush your toilet, you've got an electric flusher on top. You've got a toilet full indicator light on the top right hand side, which illuminates red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, as you can see. And below the toilet you have this grey waste handle which you can push open to allow the waste into the cassette under the van. This flap is closed, and the waste will just sit in the toilet bowl itself. And we do advise when you do remove the toilet waste cassette, you make sure this is closed, as you could potentially damage the toilet waste cassette if that flap is open when you try to remove it. So that is the Abbey GTS 418. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company. We'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect the caravan. Thanks again. Bye-bye.